Minions, minions, minions. Who doesn't love minions?
I don't.
Minions is directed by Balda and Pierre Coffin, and it's the prequel to Despicable Me. And this film is essentially about minions and their story and basically how they came to Earth, and we find out that they were born in the ocean billions of years ago and that their sole purpose in life is to serve a master, to serve the most evilest villain in the world, basically. And this film is essentially about these three minions who go out on a quest to find a master, because all of the masters that the minions have been serving have died because the minions have accidentally killed them. This is a children's movie. And yeah, so these three minions, Kevin, Bob, and Stuart, go out to find a new boss to serve. And basically, that's essentially the plot of the movie. It's very, very simple, but yet very, very effective. I loved this movie. I thought it was amazing. It's my #2 favorite film of 2015 so far. This film is what I love about cinema. Well, one of the things that I love about cinema. This movie just is a ride. It keeps going from start to finish. It's entertaining, it is funny, it has great uses of music to enhance the story, to make it fun, and it's just such a funny, fun, great film for the entire family. It's hilarious. Listen, if you love Minions, you're gonna love this movie. It is a ride, and it is an incredible ride. What did you think about it, Barnaby? First thoughts?
Well, actually, it is also my #2 movie of this year.
Oh, nice!
And honestly, going into it, I didn't really know what to expect. I haven't seen Despicable Me, I haven't seen Despicable Me 2. Yeah. Going into this film, after the opening, once things really start going in this film, I just sat there completely amazed.
Yeah.
Wow. This was such a ride, as you said.
This film is like a Paul Thomas Anderson directed animated film. You know what I'm talking about? Boogie Nights, Magnolia.
It was so entertaining. I had no idea what to expect, and from the moment things started going, I was just sitting there like, wow! This film, it has so many visual gags, but also what surprised me the most is how the Minions talk.
Yeah. Well, yeah, you've never seen Despicable Me, so you don't know.
But what amazed me was actually how funny their dialogue was. Somehow, this minimalist dialogue managed to make me laugh so hard, and there's such a good mix of dumb and intelligent gags.
If you actually think about it, their dialogue is basically like a mix of like Spanish, French, English kind of, and just gibberish.
It was so funny. There's one joke in the film about bananas, and I thought that would get old after a while, but surprisingly it didn't, because they did it just the right amount of times for it to be hilarious every time.
Exactly.
And I just loved that. I just loved the Minions, and they didn't actually get tiring, which is surprising, because I thought this premise of like minimalist dialogue and like goofy main characters would get old after a while. But the film focuses on like all the characters it introduces, kind of.
Exactly.
The villain of the film, Scarlet Overkill, I thought she was hilarious in this film.
Yeah, she was great.
Also, the animation in this film is so energetic. Do you agree?
Yeah, I agree. I think that the best thing about this movie is its energy, is that from start to finish, it just keeps going, and it's such an incredibly fun ride. That's what I'm saying. And yeah, the animation is great. The villain is great, played by Sandra Bullock. The three main minions are fantastic. I love how it also shows the journey of the rest of the tribe, of the population of minions, of how they actually travel to New York as well, to find their three friends. And two things that I didn't really like about this movie was that, first of all, the point is that Scarlet Overkill is such a great villain, and she's so powerful. But there's this one character, her boyfriend, I just felt like he didn't need to be there, because she's such like a powerful woman, but she is with this guy. He just made her weaker and brought Scarlett's character kind of down and made her less powerful because of that husband character. What did you think? Do you agree with me?
I think that character would have been a lot better if he was a weak character. Because the way they present him is that he's totally in control of his own situation.
Exactly.
He wants to be with her and he's enjoying it. I thought it would have been better if he was like slightly a pathetic character.
Exactly.
Scarlet Overkill. She's supposed to be like really despicable. Like she shows like kindness to the minions at first, but then like turns on them. But it kind of contrasts it really weirdly if she's like in a loving relationship with this guy. Like, it shows, like, how evil can she really be if she's, like, in love with some guy?
Yeah. Also, the other second thing that I didn't really like about this movie, I felt that the film started out kind of realistic in terms of the fact that it's, like, real history and that these creatures have lived through billions of years and everything, but just the part where this one main minion does something and his role in the film becomes higher, and I felt that that aspect of the story kind of ruined the realisticness of the film.
Yeah.
But other than that, it was an amazing movie. Just these two things could have been done better. Yeah. What did you think?
To be fair, that scene didn't really bother me. I felt it did fit into the film because it comes at the end of a very like energetic chase scene, and I was just still reeling from how beautifully energetic and imaginative that chase scene was. So, like, honestly, I didn't really notice, and that was kind of how I felt through the entire film. And what surprises me the most is that now I'm thinking back on the film, I don't have really any big negatives.
Yeah, of course. Me neither. Like, basically, all of the stuff that I feel about this film are positive, really, except these kind of two small things.
I was expecting at the end to look back on it and be like, well, that was kind of dumb, that was kind of dumb.
Yeah.
But now I'm just like, wait, no, it was supposed to be dumb.
Yeah.
What's the point?
Yeah, of course, it's supposed to be dumb. And the only other thing, I guess, that could have been done less of is that, quoting Who Framed Roger Rabbit, that toons don't die, like that aspect of the film towards the end.
Yeah.
There are some certain scenes when something could have happened to these characters, but that thing didn't happen to them, and that kind of happened a lot, if you guys know what I'm talking about. And that just kind of felt kind of too cartoonish, like this is a cartoon, but it was kind of set in reality, and that kind of ruined it a bit for me. And also, what's good about this film is that it didn't have too much of the absurd, completely silly, evil schemes that the second film had, because I didn't like the second film. I thought that the second Despicable Me was just, most of the humor was either copied from Mr. Bean or other sources. It was not original. Whereas this prequel, Minions, didn't have too much of this silly, over-the-top evilness, which I really liked. It was just a clear story, and there was like one clear villain, and that was really good for this movie. So what would you rate Minions, Barnaby?
What would I rate it? I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10.
Really?
Honestly, I sat there not really having any expectations, and like, I was pleasantly surprised and happy the entire film. I did give Kingsman: The Secret Service also a 9 out of 10, but I enjoyed that slightly more than Minions. But Minions just filled me with so much positive energy that I was like, yeah, you know what? I love this film.
The best thing about these films, the Despicable Me films, is the Minions. So it's such a perfect idea to make just a movie about Minions and their story, because seriously guys, if you love Minions, you will adore this film. And if you love Despicable Me 1, I guess if you love Despicable Me 2, also if you love filmmaking, good filmmaking, you will love this movie because it is such a ride, so funny, all the characters are hilarious, the writing is great, the animation, the use of music, just such an entertaining, incredible experience from beginning to end, I have felt. And then I would give the film, I guess, an 8.5. I'm being a little harsh because there were those two aspects, I guess, and the end, like the last 20 minutes, did kind of get too silly and too kind of fake for me. That, yeah, I wouldn't give the film a 9, but it is still my second favorite film of the year, with Inside Out being first. But yeah, this was an incredible film.
So what did you guys think of Minions? Did you love it or did you hate it? Leave us a comment in the comment section below and we'll respond as soon as we can.
Also, what did you guys think of Despicable Me 2? Did you like it? Did you not? Because I really didn't. It's kind of, I guess it's kind of a controversial opinion, but I thought it was terrible. Yeah, and also, if you like this video, if you like this review, subscribe down below. Like the video if you like the video. Subscribe for more movie reviews and film discussion videos. Subscribe, and yeah.
Watch Minions.
Go watch Minions. Well, actually, okay, go watch Inside Out and then watch Minions.
I still need to watch this.
Very different, but both amazing. Really. Yeah. Thank you very much for listening.